Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday to the soul which said, hope they get a good reading for today. I think you commented yesterday and I thought, okay, it's a bit late. I had errands to run. Sorry, everyone. It is a little bit late again today. But here is today's message, 3rd of August of 2021. Of course, this is a general reading. We are reading the energies. So the moon is still moving through Gemini. It's passed over the North Node in Gemini. Fated events are playing out emotionally. Could be hard as we're needing to be able to see the bigger picture. We're needing to be able to come from a place of heart, a place of love. It is the sun moving through Leo. Okay, Mercury has finished its Cazimi with the sun and it's running with the messages now. Here is the messenger. Here he is. Dear Mercury, Hermes, can we have the messages for the third of the month of August of 2021? Those of you that are on Patreon, the month ahead for August, those of you that are on tier 3, month ahead for August is up. Okay, and we do go into each of the signs, and we do go into quite a lot of details on the astrology. So let's see what's going on. Past, present, future, I feel I need to do today. Okay, 6 of Wands. Past, present, another 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Someone's trying to find an intelligent way to transition. This is all about transition. This is all about moving away from ego, I feel. We've got a lot of Aquarius and Leo energies here, so we're just around the corner from that new moon in Leo, which is not going to be a very easy new moon, as Uranus is playing his part in it, and Uranus rules Aquarius. Okay, so what this is saying is be smart. Don't come from a place of ego. The thing is to find your balance, your harmony, feel blessed, feel happy, feel, that you're in the right place or in the right relationship or in the right position, even if this is work. You are searching for an intelligent way, you or someone else, to overcome any obstacles. Remember, we've got the 6 and the 7 of Swords, so we're coming from that 5, and the 5 of Swords is self-sabotage. Remember that this could be the shadow side of Leo. 6 of Wands. Doesn't matter how powerful and how famous or how popular someone is, we need to be grounded. We need to be grounded. We need to be humane. Okay. So what is this 6 of Wands concerning? A 3 of Cups. So maybe you've been at an initial point of celebrating or feeling happy within a relationship, right? 3 of Cups. And maybe there's been a reconciliation in the past. Okay, in the past. But again, 3 of Cups can speak to too many people. This is coming from the 5 of Swords, which shows 3 people. What's this all about? More swords. Oh, wow. 16 swords. 16 is it's Uranus, right? It's the Tower. In the now, someone is not happy in a situation, however things are panning out. Someone is hoping to transition and move away from a disappointment, a heartbreak. Okay, and here it says that usually it's stealth. It's stealth and it's sneakiness. In this deck, it shows me that these two are more they're not concentrating on these swords. It's more about harmony and balance. It's like making harmony more than war. So staying away from challenges, staying away from conflict. Oh my goodness. 5 of Swords. 5. The only, I mean, we've got from the 3 to the 7. From the 3 to the 7. What's missing here is the 4 of Swords. So someone is needing healing. Someone here is not wanting to fight. They're not wanting to battle it out. And the other person is. It's, again, someone not feeling good enough. Not good enough. Self-sabotage. King of Cups, Scorpio. 6 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. And we've got the 10 of Cups. And we've got the King of Swords. King of Swords, King of Cups. Wow. Aquarius, Scorpio more than likely here. There is a third person here, obviously. We've got the High Priestess. Let's take a Karma Dharma card and see what's going on. Someone is going through divorce here because a third person has entered a situation. In a past commitment, someone was very admired, very popular, maybe had a very, very strong ego, but looks like in business there was a lot of success. In emotional, this King of Cups, where emotions are concerned, and this person could also have Leo in their chart. It is a fixed, we're talking about the fixed signs, the fixed energies, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus, which are under a lot of stress. A lot's been going on, especially recently with that Uranus-Saturn square that Mars triggered at the beginning of July. So this is denoting July, which now I see we're sort of coming out of those difficulties. Yeah, someone that's successful in what they do, okay, in what their career is. There is fame and there's fortune here. Someone is in a good place, their social standing, but emotionally they're not. So it looks like they've been humbled here. Okay, humbled here, and I'm going to say there was a lot of secrecy here, or they were dealing with someone that wanted to take from them. Maybe someone that was just very much about the details, very nitty-picky. I mean, 7 of Swords can speak to secrecy, right? So someone is in transition here, not being truthful about where they are or where they've been. Not even wanting to look at the mess that their life is in. But what I see here with the 3 of Swords, okay, and the 6 of Swords, they're trying to move on, but they have not healed yet. They have not healed, and I would say more than likely they could be going through divorce. Okay, we've got the 6 of Pentacles, which is Libra. It is, yes, giving and receiving, money, generosity. Someone has been generous. The other person has been more about taking. Okay, and with the High Priestess, there's been a lot of secrecy. This is more than likely a family unit or a relationship where there's been external noise. 5 of Swords. Remember that 5 of Swords it's conflict, it's battling it out, it's fights. 5, 6, 7, 3, 5, 6, 7. So much of the Aquarius energy, and the High Priestess, though, We know that she's got strong intuition. We know that she is Virgo Pisces, and that's where Jupiter has been. Jupiter has now ingressed back into, in retrograde motion, back into Aquarius. So this is like we're going back to what was going on. I can say also from the beginning of the year when we had that first Saturn-Uranus square. So there is a revisiting. There has been a revisiting. Whatever's going on, this is like there's been some blessings, right? There have been some blessings, but I feel that there is still an echo of what was going on in the beginning of the year and in July. Someone is going through divorce here, where obviously there hasn't been happiness here. There's been only deception, secrecy in a family unit, and this could also be a legal representative, or this is someone who wears a uniform. Release. So we've got the King of Swords. Could be any sign. Usually it's my Aquarius card. It could also speak to a judge, a magistrate. Scorpio is very strong here. Now, some of you could be in two minds, dealing with two people, an Aquarius and a Scorpio. Okay, there is a lot of secrecy here. A lot of secrecy. That's 12 swords. Someone has sacrificed a lot, or this could also be a spiritual connection, let's say, or a karmic chapter that someone is needing to let go of. They're still dealing with it though, and they're paying their dues as they're shedding the karma a step at a time. This is also spiritual growth with a High Priestess. And I'm going to say it could be that the King of Cups, if he was in a marriage, maybe he was dealing with another air sign, could be a Libra. Maybe their partner stepped out, was having an affair. Let's see. We've got the Moon, the Mountain, and the Love card. The Moon, the Mountain, and the Love card. So emotionally, it's been very, very much of an uphill battle. As I always say, the Moon is Moon in Cancer, right? It does speak to the subconscious, but it's concerning a very deep connection, which was once in the past. It was very successful, but then a third person entered, I would say, more than likely. And maybe someone entered through work. Okay, maybe it was someone that they were working together. There was a lot of secrecy. And it could also be someone from around, for this King of Cups, I do feel it's probably around their work. Someone walked into the picture, a lot of secrecy here. Someone that felt like home to them, someone that lived close to them. Someone that came from the same heritage, same background. But I think that this was like a wrongful decision that happened here for some of you. A wrongful decision, because here is the karma. Here are, 21 is the World card. Okay, and I'm going to say where a secretive connection as well is concerned, maybe a spiritual connection, right? Secretive and spiritual connection. One that was hard to get to because someone was blocked. Someone was blocked. As you can see, the Mountain is in between the soul, the Moon, which does speak to a telepathic, deep connection. So distance, physical distance, a mountain is in between the Love card, which means someone's happiness. I would say it's more than likely this King of Cups was based on the wrong ingredients. Let's say money, prosperity, things to do with the family, the heritage, money coming from other sources, release. Scorpio is money coming from a partner, maybe someone married because of the money here. King of Swords, the Hanging Man, there it is. And the Empress everyone. So we've got an Empress and we've got 2 kings. Looks like here, for those of you that are choosing between a water sign, Scorpio more than likely, could be Pisces, could be Cancer, and an air sign, Aquarius, a Libra, I would say that you're going to find your happiness within a water sign. 10 of Cups is here, which does equal an end, but also a new beginning. We do have also, I mean, this is like the Lovers here, so we should mention Gemini as well. Let's see quickly what is going on in love here. I do see the blockage here, but this is someone has been climbing an uphill battle here, doing the work, and they're paying their dues. There has been heartbreak, and I would say on both sides, maybe even on 3 sides, if this is a love triangle. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's the Leo energy. Very much about fixed energies, fixed signs. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And forgiving and learning. Someone is letting go of a karmic past. They need to forgive though. They need to forgive so that they could heal, because when we carry those wounds, those open wounds, there's no room for the new person to come in. Let your friends help you. Someone is in need of help, support, healing family issues. Wow, this is huge. Looks like through this past life relationship, through forgiving and even letting go, you can find help through your friends and through healing, through family. Family and friends need to stand by someone here. Okay, as you can see, the 10 of Cups does speak to family, speaks to support, and someone is freeing themselves, everyone. Someone is freeing themselves. Wow. Someone's freeing themselves for the potential of another connection that could be long-term. Remember the 10 of Cups here. Okay. This could also, I'm going to say this could also be completing around the time of Scorpio. That's going to be a very interesting time. Yeah, the time of Scorpio, when Mars is going to trigger again. It's going to square Saturn. Mars through Scorpio. Mars will be in Scorpio in its home sign. North Node and life's purpose. So someone's moving towards their North Node, which is not easy. Maybe Gemini's here. And as I was saying, and Mars is going to, from Scorpio, it's going to oppose Uranus in Taurus. 5th house and creativity. North Node, life's purpose. 5th house and creativity. So we've got Gemini and Leo here. And we've got Aquarius, I know. See, we've got the Leo Aquarius cards here. And we've got a second full moon around the 23rd of the month. A second full moon that's going to be quite a positive full moon. There will be a solution and a resolution then. Okay, so where is Leo and Aquarius for you? The axis Leo Aquarius. Which houses is that in for you? Okay, because something's going on here. Something is ending. Now, it was that first full moon, end of July, was really harsh. It was really harsh. It was on Saturn. That's where the blockages were. That's where the mountain was playing out here. This huge, steep, uphill battle. But 21 is we actually are able to end because we're releasing, we're purging. This is Pluto. And Pluto is very powerful. Okay, and this situation involves marriage, which means someone is coming out of an unhealthy, wrongful connection, marriage, commitment. Because there are romantic feelings here that they want to explore with someone else. Now, finances and career are also a big factor here. And we've got deception. So we've, you know, two people are wearing masks here. Two people are wearing masks, not being totally truthful. It says someone is, maybe one person is wearing that mask, but that mask is going to be shattered. It's going to be taken off. Okay, and some of you maybe have not been trusting your intuition. If you've been thinking maybe there is, if you're in a commitment, maybe there is a third person. Well, yes, there is, if you really want to know. Yes, there is. And you're going to know, Aquarius, and I know. Now, the fifth house is romance. It's playfulness, romance. Okay, and the sun moving through Leo, that new moon is going to be a new beginning. It's going to be quite a surprising new moon. We're going to have a surprise concerning that. So a lot is going on. Let's see what's at the bottom here. And we've got the whip. There is number 11. So illegalities, divorce, conflict. Getting whipped is not easy. Think back to the days where punishment was people being whipped. It's very painful. Very, very painful. There are the masks, everyone. And number 4 could be the emperor that's been wearing a mask. The secrets are around home. And there is a number 11 again with the bridges. Choices. Romance comes before the choice. So seems to be a very similar story, an ongoing theme. Let's take a message from the wisdom of the oracle. 3rd of, I was going to say March, then I was going to say May. But no, it's not 3rd of March and it's not the 3rd of May. It's the 3rd of August. I have been speaking about number 3 being important. Number 3 recently. Here we've got a 5, a 3, and a 6. 5 and 3 is 8, and 6 is 14, which equals a 5. 5 is the Hierophant. A number 5, a number 11, and a number 5. 2 5s and an 11. 21 again. Okay, observer. Someone's stuck on observing someone, spying on someone. Time for a nap. There is inaction here. There is no action being taken at this time. Time for a nap. Putting something to rest. Time to go. Someone's preparing to go to a community, towards a community, and a community means friends. It means, you know, loved ones. It means a group. Community could also speak to the Aquarian energy. Okay. Time for a nap and then time to go. Someone's putting something to rest in there. So it's like they're ending something. Time for a nap. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe someone has been sleeping while the other person has been sneaky behind someone's back here. They've been strategizing and planning maybe a trip, maybe an exit, trying to move towards their community. Community can also ring the 3 of Cups, which can speak to something that them, you know, a group of people or something that makes them very happy, you know. Anyway, I'm going to take a message for the collective, obviously. The goddesses and sirens, everyone. Community. This could also say that someone's sneaking away from their community, from their environment. This could speak to travel while everyone is sleeping. They could get caught out as well. Someone is strategizing and planning a move. They could get caught and there's going to be trouble there. Let's see what the message is. 3rd of August. And we have Aphrodite, self-love. So that's what it's telling us today. Someone needs to love themselves. make an exit if they love themselves, if they've been in a situation that hasn't been fair, hasn't been healthy. Aphrodite, Venus, and we know that Venus is now more about purity. Venus is moving through Virgo. Aphrodite. Where are you, Aphrodite? Build your love of self from the inside out. You only fear because you lack self-love and acceptance. Jealousy is unnecessary. Romantic love comes into focus. Immortalized by painters, poets, writers, and musicians throughout history, the beauteous and graceful Aphrodite needs little introduction. Born from a shell and arising from the sea foam near the Greek island of Cythera, she stepped upon the beach where flowers sprung from her footsteps. So lovely was this goddess that all of Olympus stopped to see. Eros in particular found a kindred spirit in Aphrodite, although her romantic charms were later enjoyed by Hermes, Poseidon, and Dionysus. Her mythos is vast and she features in many stories, from the fall of Troy to those of Eros and Psyche. Aphrodite, and I just got the goosebumps. Aphrodite did eventually marry the brilliant smith's son of Hera, Hephaestus. And according to one version, she was forced to marry him upon Hera's request. Hephaestus is Vulcan in astrology, just so you know. Hera had thrown her son from heaven after discovering he was lame, and Hephaestus planned revenge. He fashioned an exquisite chair for his mother as a gift. When she sat in it, it trapped her. In order to get out, she had to approve Hephaestus' request for a wife, the most beautiful of all. Another version of the story reveals that Zeus became concerned that there may be a war amongst the gods over who was able to wed Aphrodite. So he gave her to someone who was smart but not beautiful himself. Unfortunately, oh wow. I just remembered that, yes, it was even mentioned in the comments that maybe Vulcan was, you know, the ruling planet, the original ruling planet of Virgo. And you can Google it if you want. There are different opinions, but it's interesting that Aphrodite, Venus, is in the sign of Virgo now. And Mars is there too, which was the lover. So Venus is in her husband's sign, let's say, with her lover as well. So she's bringing her lover home. This is danger, everyone. This is very risky. And I was saying, I need to finish because my camera's going to stop. Unfortunately, Aphrodite was the epitome of love and was not a one-man woman. Her greatest lover was certainly Ares, the god of war, and that's Mars. Whilst her role as a goddess to be called upon to assist with romantic love is well known, her primary lesson is one of self-love. Aphrodite shows us that we are born perfectly lovable and ready to accept our own beautiful selves. She encourages the development of love from the inside out rather than from the outside in. This way, we do not rely on anyone to give us our sense of self-worth or self-esteem. We know we are worth it. Without a healthy love life or self, we reduce our personal power, often falling into petty jealousies, abuses of our body, and numbing of our minds. So this brings me back to the self-sabotage. Someone did not know their worth. As I said, I do feel that this King of Cups, who is quite popular amongst many, but not very experienced or very loving themselves, they don't see the beauty in themselves. Now remember, beauty comes from within. It's not just what's on the outside. The beauty from within beams outwards. So when you feel beautiful yourself, and a lot of you may have noticed, not everyone is born with beauty. The beauty can come from the heart, from within, and the beauty comes through the eyes, through the soul, through someone's aura, which, you know, beams outwards. Obviously here, someone did not feel worthy, okay? And they needed to work on that. So self-doubt can bring on all those other difficult energies as jealousy or self-pity or, you know, self-sabotage. I'm not good enough. That sounds very much like Chiron to me. Chiron is transiting through Aries, right? It has been, I think it's been, it's been in conjunct. It's been connecting with, if I remember right, it's been connecting with Venus, and it still is. It still is. So, and I would say that someone's been trying to sort of make up for their self-worth, their self-love by providing service to others. Now, Venus in Virgo, that's what it's all about. It's about purity. It's about providing a service. A Virgo, a Venus in Virgo will cook you a good meal. They'll open the door for you. They'll make your bed for you, and that's how they show their love. So if someone is providing something for you, know that this is coming from a pure heart. Virgo is what you see is what you get. There's nothing hidden between Virgo, in Virgo. Virgo is very practical, and that's why Virgo, sometimes because they love everything that is beautiful, everything to be in order, intact. And of course that could be a downside for many of us. So just, talking about the astrology with Venus in Virgo, that's what it's all about. Maybe someone's looking closely now at that open wound, okay? Maybe even kicking themselves, not having trusted in their own beauty, the beauty that comes from within. And maybe that's the lesson that they need to learn. Aquarius now is I know. Fifth house, creativity. This is like a birthing of something new. This is fun, even though the North Node is here and it's not easy. Remember, this is the sun. This is the sun and Uranus and Saturn. We've had the sun and Mercury right opposite Saturn, which felt like those blockages here. It was like sort of having a good look at what the limitations are. Are we putting up our own limitations? Are we blocking ourselves? That's a question we need to ask. Let's read the shadow side. To hunger for a romantic partner to complete us rather than developing our own core self is a path many take, and one that scarcely leads to happiness. Codependent relationships are ones that are based on a meshing of identities rather than two individuals gaining love and support from each other. Whilst we are sold an idea by Hollywood and romance novels that we can never be happy unpartnered, this is far from the truth. Desperate love, one that borders on obsession, rarely ends well. Okay. It's interesting that the devil did not show up, but remember that Saturn is there in Aquarius. Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, and Saturn is the old. Remember that the devil is something that's been there a long time. It speaks of cycles over and over again, which Uranus through Taurus is trying to break, trying to cut. Okay, this story is still playing out here. Someone is needing to climb a mountain to end a story, cut matters concerning the past. The mountain could speak to someone that lives in a mountainous area. Okay, someone needs to cross over a bridge here. The bridges keep showing up all the time, and they need to crossing over that bridge means loving themselves and knowing their worth, because there is a major transformation that is going on here, everyone, and purging is one step at a time. Okay, free yourself from fears, know your worth, stand strong in who you are, trust that you are supported by your friends, your community, and your family, and just good luck, everyone. Lots of love, lots of light. Thank you all. Love you all very, 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 very much. Let's take a couple of love messages just to end. I hope that you have not left. Okay. We've got, our families will never accept this relationship. Two of Swords. I want you to be happy. Ten of Pentacles. I'm here for you always if you want me to. And open your heart and talk truthfully to me. Talk to me. It was wonderful. We had fun, but I must now move on. And we've got a 2, 3, 4, 12, which equals again a 3. All right, everyone. Someone is leaving, exiting. Okay, someone is ending something long term. There is a restart going on here. And I hear some funny noises in the background. Got to run, everyone. Check out what's going on in my community. I hear some trouble. I wish you are all well. Try and stay away from trouble. Times are tumultuous. Love you all. Ta-da.